Do you want to know what the worst part of a rising dynasty in any sports team is? It's when you want to cheer for your own team, glaze and rave about how they're going to come out of whatever conference they're in, how they're about to win a ring. But I can't sit here and lie to myself. I can't lie to myself when this TikTok, Instagram Reels team exists. Oklahoma City Thunder has now hit their stride, and it seems like every other team in the league are now just OKC victims. For months, I've been wanting to make a video about the Lakers, but I couldn't because of this very reason. But in hindsight, it looks like OKC just saved me the trouble of my video aging like milk. And recently, they got to a point where they went 24-1. Now, I want you to look at this record, because teams who have this record and get to this many wins and that many losses, that's an indication that your team is pretty historic. Long story short, every other team to OKC has been barbecue chicken. To drive home my point, around 10 years ago or so, the Golden State Warriors won the chip in 2015. Up until that time, they were a young team that was learning, and after that, they were basically the Golden State Warriors we will come to know today. Something pretty similar is happening right now with OKC. That championship experience is something different. And at this point, they were pretty much unstoppable. Anytime I look at the score of any game this team is in, the score difference is crazy. For example, there was a fight that broke out on this OKC game. I did not watch it live. So I'm looking at SGA's reaction and I'm laughing because that is a memeable moment. At this point, all they can do is fight. And it was assumed this was going to be the OKC show. That was until the NBA Cup, and that's when everything changed, because it was assumed OKC was going to win. SGA was talking about how he wants to break the 73-9 record, and OKC versus the Spurs was about to start. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Victor Wembanyama said he was coming back when the world needed him most. And I'm not going to lie, I know Chet was shook hearing this news. His biggest hater was officially back. Not just for him, but for his entire team. And I will say right now, the NBA Cup game was a playoff game. The NBA Cup legit earned my respect with this game alone. Wembanyama was so impactful for the restricted minutes he was on the floor. And I know when this dude plays, it gotta be fun. To be that tall, getting to do what you want, it's like real life 2K. My guy playing with mini hoops out there. The Spurs will beat OKC in probably the best game of this season. And it makes sense why Chet does not want a rivalry with this guy. Bruh said, I already got my ring. I will leave this guy to SGA. And I bet everyone was thinking over here, this is just a one-time deal. It won't happen again. And then it will happen again. In December 23rd, they will beat them again, this time decisively. There will be no room for doubt, not with this win. Wemby even debuted a victory celebration after this. This guy is disrespectful. And I don't know if y'all been seeing the interviews and all that, but Wemby be talking hot. Y'all gotta read between the lines. This is a different form of trash talk. This is PR trained trash talk. Kevin Garnett told him well, man. And now with the Christmas Day games coming up, everyone has fun holiday matchups. Not OKC though, because they're facing the San Antonio Spurs again. Yay. Me personally, I'm fine seeing this matchup. I'm just voicing the thoughts of how OKC and their fan base was feeling. But I must ask this though, who made the schedule for OKC this month? This is a whole playoff series. Before I get to that game though, as a Knicks fan and a New Yorker, let me say this real quick. Whenever we face the Cavs, keep Coco Jones at home. Donovan Mitchell almost cooked the entire team by himself. You're telling me this dude turns into Superman out of nowhere? We know where this is coming from. And we get to the third installment of this trilogy, and what do you want me to say? This is the same treatment OKC gives their teams after they take one loss. I expected this to happen to the Spurs. What reason do the Spurs have to give OKC this kind of whooping on Christmas? They don't need a reason. Hate just comes natural at this point. De'Aaron Fox had 29 points. Stephon Castle had 19 points. and Wemby with another 19. OKC will end up going 0-3 against the Spurs. And this, my friends, is how you start a rivalry. Victor Wembanyama hates these guys simply due to the fact that they are the best. And now that they've proven that OKC cannot beat them, OKC is now forced to get better. I would kill for a playoff series between these two teams. This is truly the season of giving, and this holiday season, the NBA has given us something special. A rivalry that will define this league for years to come.